I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this segment, Arsen Marsoobian. Arsen, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Steve.
We had you on before. We've talked about some interesting things. We talked about, people creating financial plans for themselves in their employment life and stuff like that. We want to kind of pick up where we left off last time, right?
Thank you. Yeah.
Where do you want to start with this, Arsen?
Well, I think there's an extension of that. There's a lot of the employees that we were talking about last time.
Right.
Was how to take advantage of the new tax code by transferring some of their 401k and their IRA money into a product. It's actually an index universal life contract.
Right.
From that, they can get a tax-free retirement income.
I remember, talking about that and being quite impressed with the advantages for someone that were to do that.
There's tremendous advantages to it, and it's on sale now because of the 2006 or what then 2000. What year is that thing going to expire? 6 years from now.
Yeah.
So 2024 it expires, unless Congress does something that changes it up. But what I've come across since the last time we talked, and that was about that, is that program on steroids.
Okay.
And the other thing that's happening in the corporate world right now is because of that tax law, more people are looking for work than there are jobs.
I've heard that rumor that the job market is picking up, but what that's going to mean is for those companies that are looking for employees, they're having competition for the employees they're getting now, aren't they?
They are, and the other thing that's happening is employees are leaving. The survey showed that 23% of employees would leave for just a 10% raise.
Really?
And so it's becoming a real problem. So
we got some employee rating going on then, don't we?
They're poaching each other. It's a stealing world.
It's a stealing world. Okay, but if I'm an employee, that makes me, one, very marketable, and two, it makes my opportunities out there more diverse, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. You have more options to take a real look at what the company's benefits are. So it's not a matter of just the salary anymore. It's a matter of the benefits.
And that can make a big difference.
Big difference, because the number one fear is no longer dying. It's actually living too long.
I was hearing about that not too long ago, that people that had set aside for their retirement X amount of dollars, and they live longer than what they had planned for, and now that X amount of dollars isn't there.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. And the problem with that is you may think you have $1 million, but you owe the government about 27% of that.
Yeah, that takes it down to 700
and so you're trying to live on that, and that's the benefit of being able to do this. Now, one of the packages we have now, the things we're talking about, is how to poach-proof your team.
So now we're talking to the employer.
Now we're talking to the employers, the corporations, how to find and keep people, and be able to do it with OPM. Other people's money. Other people's money.
That sounds good to me.
So if we could offer an employee the option, if he would stay with us from 7 to 10 years, and the corporation gets to decide what that length is, we could provide for them a multi-million-dollar life insurance contract.
You got my interest.
And a retirement, income tax-free retirement 2 to 4 times more than their current salary.
Arsen, that's really awesome. And I've just, as you're telling me this, one of the things, and why I'm glad you're here today and why I'm glad we're talking about it, is because so many of the younger people in the market today don't have a clue.
No.
I've been doing a little reading about this. They have no clue about where they're going to go at retirement time. And as we're talking now, we're living longer, so this particular type of product for an employer, not only do I have an incentive for my employees to stay, but it's also a tool that I can educate them with as to why they want to stay. What's good for them, and to help them. And if I'm an employer helping my employees, that makes the employees even that much more allied to me as their employer, doesn't it?
It helps with that loyalty factor.
Yeah.
That loyalty factor is very important. And the younger generation don't really see that.
No.
And another thing that's happened, and I heard this term the other day, and I'd never heard it, was called ghosting.
Okay.
And I thought, what is ghosting? And ghosting is that they go through the hiring process, send the individual a letter or contact them.
Right.
They say, we'd love to have you come join our corporation. And they never get a response.
Oh, okay.
They text them, they don't answer. They call them, they don't answer. They send them a letter, they don't get a response. The kids just leave. They just disappear. They're ghosties. And they're finding now that sometimes even employees will pack up their stuff at night when they get ready to go home,
Really?
take their stuff and gone, and then never come back.
And they got a new job or
They got a new job, new offer. They didn't tell anybody. They went through that process, and then they just leave.
Then, Arsen, it becomes really important as an employer to grow the relationship between our organization and our employee, to create that loyalty factor, doesn't it?
Yes, and see all of those benefits.
Yeah.
Almost all corporations have.
Okay.
They got 401ks that they're
Right.
contributing. They've got deferred compensation that they can provide their employees. They got IRAs. They got pension plans. They got all those things in place already.
Right.
What makes this unique is that we can provide all of those things, help them improve their bottom line, because if I can show them a way to save all of that contributing cost
Right.
and provide the same benefit, actually a better benefit, using other people's money instead of their own corporate money, we got a win-win situation.
I'm liking that, Arsen. How do I get a hold of you if I want to?
You can call me at 559
Right.
326-8583, or I'm setting up a really good information structure on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
In Lincoln, and it's LinkedIn/IN/my name, Arsen Marsoobian.
Spell it's ARSEN, right?
ARSEN MARSOO B as in boy IAN.
Arsen, that's awesome.
I'm telling you, I've been in the business 40 years. I was retired for a number of years,
Right.
doing certain things, writing books, doing other things. And I came across this company, this agency, and they showed me what they had. And then they told me it was a proprietary product. Only they
Carry it.
it.
That's awesome.
Can do that because they have special relationships with the banks who are actually financing this program. That's how it works. There's no mystery to it. It's like you finance your house, you finance your business, guys go get business loans, do
Right.
things like that. This is the same concept. So we're going to major banks to pay the premiums on those policies for 7 to 10 years. And then the bank gets paid back 20, 15, 20 years later when the person passes on.
There you go. All right. Well, good deal. Sounds great. If you're an employer and you're looking for a really awesome benefit, or if you're an employee that maybe you want to find employers that already offer this, get a hold of Arsen. He can fill you in on this and open some doors for you possibly. And I'll see you when we come back.